And joining us in studio now is Mr. Dave Massey. Dave is the CEO of a company called Solar Integrated Roofing Corporation. Their stock symbol's SIRC. Dave, great to see you again.
Hey, great, and happy to be here.
Now, we had a phone interview last week. You gave us kind of a teaser where you had a big acquisition that you were getting ready to close. Any progress on that?
You know, we're working diligently to get it done. My next meeting actually after this is stop by their office to work with a couple of other people to work out some of the details. We have a new attorney firm involved, Lukowski Brookman is their name. Mm-hmm. They're a merger and acquisition attorney. They'll actually find out next week to help iron out some details. I'm, as you can imagine, as anxious as anyone to get it done.
Sure.
But our goal is to have a formal announcement next week. I got to think worst possible case the week after.
Okay. Well, now growth by acquisition has been a focal point of your growth strategy, correct?
It has been, and this is a key one because it's a media company, and it's kind of like it's your farmer having its own water source. Okay. Because you know our key to our business is leads, and that's right. What they produce leads for home improvement and solar companies. So once we get this acquisition in place, and as we do the other acquisitions that are teed up, we'll have the source to get them the business that they need and to grow the businesses inside of our own company, which is key, I think, for the growth and the footprint of going across the United States.
And you and I were chatting before we went on the air, and we were talking about the kind of electricity bills that consumers are seeing in Southern California this year, double what they were last year, triple what they were a couple of years ago. It's not unusual for someone to see a $600-700 electric bill.
Just we were talking about yours, and you know the statement I get from my clients is, Dave, oh my gosh, I got it. Last year my bill was $300, which is a lot. This year it's $600, and it's not only have they changed the rates, but they've changed the rate schedule and how they bill. And it's amazing that as once you get to a certain point, the price of electricity is 55, 60, 65 cents. And then, that's just a very little amount of electricity changes your electric bill drastically.
Well, when I would my electric bill, maybe the sentiment was, oh my gosh, but the words were decidedly different. And it started with O.
And I can imagine.
So, I mean, those kinds of things must be making your phones ring.
You know, that and the environment here in California is changing. You know, I think we were talking earlier about there's a new law passed about come 2045, all the energy here is going to be renewable energy. Mm-hmm. And that's going to obviously, it just shows that the solar market is moving forward and being very accepted, especially here in California.
Well, it's kind of interesting because solar's been around for a little while, but it's really starting to hit its stride right about now.
You know, quite frankly, in the earlier days, 2015, 2016, it was jumping off the shelf. Now it's becoming more of a need because people realize that the cost savings. But I tell every client that I run into that now is truly the best time to buy solar. Cost of electricity is higher than it's ever been, and cost of solar is less than it's ever been. All the same incentives from years ago are still in place. The tax credit is still in place. Mm-hmm. So this year is going to be a great year, and the coming year is going to be a great year. So it's coming. It's working.
Well, one thing we also know is that the cost of electricity is not going to go down. It's going to continue to go up. Yes,
it is, and there's a good chance cost of solar will go down. So the value becomes better and better as it goes on.
Now, we were speaking during the year, and it was an exciting period of time. You were posting record month after record month, record quarter after record quarter. I mean, I imagine when you get to the end of 2018, you're going to look back and kind of beam.
You were beaming. We've changed a few things. We've raised our price structure a little bit to get the right profit margin that we're looking for, and we're with it being so busy and getting the systems in place and getting ready for the acquisitions, we want to make sure our numbers are right. So not only are we looking for good revenue numbers, but we obviously want to make sure that the profit's in the right place as well.
Now, I know you've always been able to show a consumer that he or she can save the amount of electricity and actually pay for the system in a short period of time. It must be even easier with the high cost of electricity now.
Currently now, the normal proposal is we can get homeowners into systems with no money down, low cost financing, 12 to 15-year loans, and cut their bills in half.
Wow, just amazing. Again, Solar Integrated Roofing Corporation, SIRC. Dave, great update. Thanks so much.
Hey, it's my pleasure, Don. Thank you.